Recession. This simple three-syllable word has the ability to terrorize billions and shatter millions. Recession is a name which produces one sound but has multiple echoes, like unemployment, financial crisis, economic downfall, negative growth. It is an event which sometimes looks like a flood but hits like a tsunami. The crazy thing is that this tsunami is not created by an ocean, but by a bubble. One may ask, why is it called a bubble? Well, we all know the nature of a bubble, extremely fragile and expanding on nothing but air. Similarly, during an economic bubble, the prices of stocks and other assets inflate without a substantial reason or intrinsic value. And we all know what happens next. The bubble always bursts. And these bubbles don't just pop, they explode. And as mentioned earlier, create the tsunami. Basically, recession is said to be a threat to your profession, will depreciate your possessions, and can change your perception. For anyone who thinks it can't be that bad, let us walk you through few numbers from 2008 financial crisis, which still haunts millions who went through it. Approximately 2.6 million Americans lost their jobs. America lost a figure close to $10.2 trillion in home equity and shareholders' wealth. To put into perspective, this amount is equivalent to 12.5% of current world GDP and 58% of the world GDP at that time. About 10 million Americans lost their homes during the financial crisis. The 2008 financial crisis is not the only recession that we have witnessed. There were many others which were caused by many things. 2007-8 financial crisis caused by US housing market bubble burst. 1973 oil crisis caused by the embargo on oil exports by the OPEC. The Great Depression, which is said to have lasted for 10 years from 1929 to 1939, was caused by the stock market crash in 1929. The Credit Crisis of 1772, caused by the credit crash which started in London and then spread to other parts of Europe. These listed crises were caused by so-called big reasons, but one must be aware that a bubble can even be formed by as queer a reason as flowers. Yes, you heard it right, flowers. Like the tulip mania of 1637, where the reason was tulip bulbs. But wait, hold on. I don't think you are here to listen about the cause and destructive effects of recession. Well, we too are not here to go into those details. We are here to tell you that there is a silver lining in this dark cloud, an untold view of this event. Yes, we agree that recession brings destruction, but it also brings great advantages for people to benefit from. Here are 4 advantages that we think are most relevant. Limited time discount offer. Whenever a tsunami hits, the most visible and immediate damage is seen at the shores, where even the strongest trees are brought to the ground. Similarly, when the economy is hit by the waves of recession, the very first visible impact is seen in the securities market, where all the numbers turn red. The security prices of even the mightiest of companies crash to the ground. One might be able to see green numbers here and there, but they are as rare as a green island in an ocean of red. A person is advised to run as fast as possible, but he should run only for a while, because once the waves settle down, it is time to collect everything that can be salvaged. This is a perfect period for a person looking to build an investment portfolio, as panic is equals to opportunity. One can buy the securities of the best companies at their lowest price, just like the end of season sale. One has to simply invest in companies with strong fundamentals and just wait, because post-recession, the capital gains are often through the roof. If you think that this is too simple or good to be true, then here are a few examples of well-known companies whose stocks witnessed steep decline during recession but exponential growth thereafter. But stocks are not the only place where you can find a great investment opportunity at a cheap price. The other such area is real estate, where the discount offer has been extended. When you purchase a piece of real estate in such times, you become a hero for two individuals. Firstly, for the person from whom you are purchasing the property, as you are bailing them out financially in these difficult times. And secondly, you become a hero to yourself by gifting a potential multi-bagger investment to your future self. Alternative occupation. Amidst the panic during recession, a large bunch of employees receive pink slips from their employers as a direct cost-cutting method to save the company's finances. These mass layoffs force people to look for alternative source of income. But since other companies have also put a hold on their hiring process, a large number of people are left without a conventional day job as an option. This is the time when highly or moderately skilled individuals seek a flexible alternative to traditional employment. Therefore, freelancing becomes one of the most sought after alternative during such times. Freelancing is said to be a great opportunity to people looking for a sense of command over their work life. These people feel more independent, as they are the ones who can decide what is enough work for the week or even for the month. Given they are skilled enough to receive a good amount of projects. Various data sources show that during recession, there is an unusual spike in the number of new members who sign up for platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, Freelancer, etc. There is also an unusual spike in the number of projects that need to be fulfilled on these platforms. It looks ironic, right? That there is an increase in the number of projects that need to be completed? Well, let me assure you that it has an absolutely logical explanation. You see, during recession, when a company needs a particular job done, it will not hire a full-time employee, which would have been the most likely option during normal times. But now, it prefers freelancers because with them, long-term obligations can be avoided. The startup boom. We know that this particular section can be roughly categorized under the previous one, but we chose not to do so because this particular advantage is worthy of having its own separate section. When people are looking for an alternative and are not in need of short-term financial returns, they tend to turn towards the path of creation. The creation of a future giant. The creation of a potential game changer. There are multiple startups of the past which were formed during recession who have currently become corporate giants for the world to see. Like Microsoft was founded in 1975 during the oil crisis. WhatsApp saw its incorporation in early 2009 at the end of the 2008 financial crisis. Similar to WhatsApp, Uber is another company which was formed towards the end of 2008 crisis. You might ask, what is the reason for more startups to form or for the existing ones to grow during recession? Here are a few pointers which may clarify this question. New problems to solve. Every recession brings out a problem in the market that can be solved, and a business can be formed based on the solution. Adaptive to change. Since startups are generally small, they are more flexible, agile, and adaptive to change compared to the larger entities. Fund conservation. The most dreaded part of the financial statement for a startup is the cost sheet, as it reduces the most precious element, that is capital. Recession provides a boon to the cost sheet by reducing the price of products and services in the market. Cheaper debt. The interest rates are at their lowest during recession, making debts a cheaper option, and many entrepreneurs take advantage of this fundraising opportunity. Expanded talent pool. As larger companies shed their employees, a more skilled and experienced workforce enters the market at an affordable price. Entrepreneurs can take advantage and form or expand as a well-rounded team. So yes, startups do have substantial reasons to grow during a recession. Before we proceed to the next section, do like and subscribe, as it will push us to dig for better and more impactful untold views. This last section is going to be the shortest one, but it is the most important one, as without this advantage, the previous 3 sections would cease to exist. The economic overhaul. When the whole economy crumbles to the ground, multiple flaws and major inefficiencies in the system are exposed. This exposure leads to better regulations and policies being put into place. Recession also cleanses the economy by removing all the inefficient businesses from the game. The whole economy post-recession is filled with a newfound energy. Everything and everyone tends to move forward with a vigor and passion. Just like the phoenix, the economy rises from its own ashes, stronger and grander. One thing is clear, that we do not pray for recession to happen, because the destruction is simply unimaginable. But we are also aware that it is inevitable. So next time when we see another recession looming upon us, we will not cower away. Rather, we'll open our arms and grab as many opportunities as possible.